Okay, ready? Here we go. This is going to be Bad Dragon, the final episode.
There's one more.
Oh, there is? Okay, well.
This is the final episode, and then the grand finale is the last episode.
Oh, doesn't final mean final?
No.
Oh. Nice bed. Okay, so we need a story about the bad dragon who, in episode 3, broke out of prison by shrinking.
With his girlfriend.
With his girl.
Friend.
Well, I don't know if she's his girlfriend because she calls him Mr. Poopy Pants and kind of picks on him. So they broke out, and now they're back in the big city, and they're starting to plan their revenge on the Def Leppard crew. Okay, so the first thing they needed to find was a drummer.
What's a drummer?
Guy that plays the drums.
Why?
Well, because they were going to show up the Def Leppard clan at a battle of the bands. Do you know what that is?
No.
That's when all the musicians get together and battle it out, and there's they figure out who the best musician is, who has the coolest music. So there was a sign up for the Battle of the Bands, and there was a $100,000 prize for whoever won. So they had to find a drummer, and the girl was the singer, and the bad dragon, he played guitar. And so, they could have done it it would have been more of a ballad if they didn't have a drummer, but they were rockers, and they really wanted to rock out.
Wait, I'm rooting for the Def Leppard crew.
Are you? Well, hold on. The story is getting there.
I even have a cheerleading band
for
the Def Leppard crew.
Yeah, now...
Go Def Leppards! Go Def Leppards!
Yeah.
Go Def Leppards!
Yeah.
Go Def Leppards!
Yeah.
Go Def Leppards!
I like it.
Go Def
Okay,
Leppards!
settle down. We're telling a bedtime story. We're not doing get your blood pumping story. Okay, so the first thing they needed to do was figure out their name, and they found, this motley crew, they weren't sure what name they should use, but they had a few ideas. So to decide, they had to draw sticks, and whoever picked the longest one was able to name the band. Okay.
Wait, there are only two?
Well, once they found a drummer, of course. Now, for a bad dragon to find a drummer, that's not an easy task. However, the girl, she was quite lovely, and it made it a lot easier. So he set her to the task of recruiting. What?
Pretend the girl was actually on the Def Leppard's team.
She a double agent?
She was just
to
pretending
be
on
his
team.
Oh, okay. Gosh, you're good. Okay, so this motley crew trying to find their mojo had finally, convinced a drummer to join them. The problem is he was an eagle, and they weren't too sure about, mixing dragons and eagles, but when they heard him play, they're like, oh, this kid's good. He can rock out.
But it was actually a griffin, and it was also on the girls' team.
Oh, man. Devious, JJ.
So there's only one boy on the manual. Want to know what the team name is for the dragon? Rock and Captain Poopy Pants Manual.
Manual?
And then the Def Leppard's team name is Rock and
Well, they've already
Roll.
got it, Def Leopards. So that's an easy one, right?
No, it's Rock and Roll.
Rock and roll party time?
No, just Rock and Roll.
Well,
Let's rock and roll.
Well, now the dragons, they were still trying to figure it out. So, like I said, they were going to draw
Wait.
sticks. And,
Can I tell you something,
the
Dad?
next thing you know, the girl wanted to be the queen. But then, what? I know. She's a double agent. Yeah. Actually, she's just a secret agent, I guess.
She's a pretend, so she's a shapeshifter.
Oh, yes. We've established that before. She has magic, right? So we'll get to that, right? We got to get to the cliffhanger in the grand finale here. So, anyway, they decided they're just going to name themselves the Motley Crew. It seemed fitting, right? Because they were a bit motley with the whole Eagles.
I don't know.
And motley means doesn't fit well, kind of goofy, out of place. Yeah.
Can you hold on to my kitty bed?
There you go. Okay, so the big day came, and they were signed up, and they went to the Battle of the Bands. They didn't see the Def Leppards anywhere.
But let's
But
just
it was
pretend.
a 3-day long competition.
Wait.
There were 1,000 bands that signed up for this thing.
Let's just pretend that the people who are on the Def Leppards team
Mm-hmm.
did see the Def Leppards, because all the Def Leppard band and team are invisible.
Well, here's why they
And they
didn't
can
see
see
him.
invisible.
You want to tell me? I'll tell you why they
They
didn't see
can
him.
see invisible. So, except the people who aren't on the Def Leppard's team can't see invisible. But the ones who are on the Def Leppard's team can see invisible.
Oh, okay. So anyway, they didn't see the Def Leppards the entire time they were there until it got to the final day, and there was down to 2 bands who were supposed to go up against each other. And guess who it was? Def Leppard and Motley Crue.
But there's only
And
one.
now was the Bad Dragons' final chance to get them back.
Then the eagle and the girl dragon showed him something. We're actually not on your team.
You're ruining my story, dude.
We're on the Def Leppard's team.
No, it's even better than that. So they get ready, right? And the announcer calls them out. Both bands step onto the stage. And they're on both sides. One's on each side. And the Motley Crue's like, the Bad Dragon's like, where's the rest of my crew? I can't go out there without them. And the Def Leppard start walking out. And he sees the girl and the eagle over there. And he goes, what are you doing? And she just has a big smile on her face. And he looks, and he knew right then he had been fooled by, what was her name?
The Crimson Paw.
The Crimson Paw. Bum, bum, bum. And
Actually, it's
she
not the
looks at him and
Crimson
she's like, what's up, Captain Poopy Pants? I got you again. Ha, ha,
It's
ha.
actually the Crimson Claw.
Ooh, they're very good. And so she says, officers, arrest this. Arrest this guy. He is the Bad Dragon. And all the officers went, what? And they all chased and tackled him and then put him in the police car to take him away. But before they did, poof, she put a diaper again on him and gave him a little binky. And she said, bye-bye, Mr. Poopy Pants. Ha! And the whole crowd, there were thousands of people just laughing at him. And he's going, oh, I got beat again. Wah, wah. And that was that. He never got a chance to get out of jail again. He couldn't even get out before without her help. She came to get him just to do that to him. That's crazy, isn't it? Okay. Say goodnight, baby.
Night. The next episode is the final round of it.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to come up with, but we'll try. Good night.
The final round is where he actually dies.
Oh, gosh. That's horrible. Okay. Say goodnight.
Not.
Say goodnight to your 10-year-old self.
Huh?
Say goodnight to your 30-year-old self. Can you do that? What are you going to be like when you're 30, JJ? That seems like impossible, doesn't it? That seems forever away.
Watch this.
That is 5 times your age. No, that is 4 times-ish your age. No, I was right. 5 times. But you're almost 6, so yeah. Anywho.
Watch.
Totally passed out. Do you want to say something to your 30-year-old self? What are you going to be like? Will you have kids?
I'm not having kids. I told you that.
You never having kids? Will you have a husband?
Yes.
You will, what will his name be?
Gabe.
Gabe?
Yes.
And what will Gabe do for a living?
I don't know.
What will be your profession?
A zoo vet.
A zoo vet. Okay.
Because I want to feed the animals
Yeah.
and help the animals live.
Yeah. That's a very nice profession.
Can I share something?
Okay, we're gonna stop this.